Are you thinking about moving into a 55 plus community? You've probably seen the ads, smiling couples walking their dogs, pickleball tournaments, resort style pools, and social calendars packed with fun. And listen, those things are real. There are a lot of positives about these communities, but there are also a few downsides most people never hear about until after the moving boxes are unpacked and reality sets in. So today I want to share the truth, the part that rarely gets talked about, the hidden challenges of living in a 55 plus community. Before we dive in, I want to quickly mention a related video that gives you an inside look at what's really like day to day in an active adult neighborhood. Stay to the end for a quick link to my driving tour of Britton Falls, a Del Webb 55 plus restricted community in Fishers. You'll definitely want to check that one out next. So let's start with the big one, the Homeowners Association. If you've ever heard someone complain about their HOA, multiply that by 10 in some 55 plus neighborhoods. Now, not every community is like this. Some have wonderful management and helpful boards, but others, they can be a little too eager to enforce the rules. We're talking about things like, well, you can't plant certain flowers. Your garage door can't be left open too long. Even maybe the color of your front door might need to be pre-approved. While these rules help maintain property values, it's called maintaining a harmonious aesthetic. The reality is some communities go overboard. So before you buy, ask for the full list of rules and regulations. Those are called the CCRs, or Covenants, Conditions, and Restrictions. Read them carefully. If you feel restricted just by reading them, imagine living with them day to day. Because the truth is, the HOA isn't just a line item on your closing statement. It's part of your daily life. The second problem is that everyone is around the same age. Now let's talk about age diversity, or rather the lack of it. Some people love that 55 plus communities are filled with their peers who share similar lifestyles, experiences, and interests. There's a comfort in that. But for others, it can feel, well, a little too quiet. There aren't kids riding bikes down the street or families hosting backyard barbecues that go into the night. For some, that peace and calm is heaven. For others, it can start feeling isolating. The key is knowing your personality. If you thrive on variety, on being around younger families or grandkids often, this might be something to think about before you commit. One of the biggest shifts that surprises people, the homes themselves. Most 55 plus communities are designed for 2 adults. That means cozy floor plans, single story layouts, and just enough space to live in comfort, but not a lot more. For many, that's perfect. It means less cleaning, less maintenance, and a more manageable lifestyle. But if you're coming from a large family home where closets are full, garages are packed, and you have decades of stuff, this transition can be a challenge. Downsizing sounds simple, but it is emotional. You're not just letting go of things, you're letting go of memories in those things. If you're considering this move, take the time to declutter and plan thoughtfully. Start early, because moving into a 55 plus home means embracing a new chapter, not just a smaller space. Now let's talk about the rules for visitors, and those could even be your grandkids. This one surprises almost everyone. Some 55 plus communities have specific rules about visitors, how long they can stay, how old they are, and even which amenities they can use. For example, your grandkids might not be allowed to stay for more than 3 days in a row, or they may not be able to swim in the main pool during certain hours. Now, this isn't to be mean-spirited. It's to protect the quiet adult atmosphere that most residents expect. But if your vision of retirement includes long summer visits with your grandkids, this is something you need to understand before you move in. Ask your realtor or the community rep about visitor restrictions. It's one of the most overlooked details that can really shape your day-to-day happiness. Now, as usual, let's talk money. An important discussion when you're on a fixed budget. In most 55 plus communities, there is an HOA and they come with fees, and that's expected. But what many people don't realize is how much those fees can rise over time. You might start with an affordable rate, but as the community ages, costs for maintenance, landscaping, and amenity upgrades can increase. And then there are those special assessments. Those are surprise charges to cover big repairs or community projects. And don't forget about event costs, concerts, social dinners, fitness classes. Many require a small ticket fee, but it all adds up. So make sure your retirement budget includes a buffer. You want to enjoy those amenities, not stress about them. Now, here's something you might not hear from the sales office. Resale can be more challenging in age-restricted communities because homes in 55-plus neighborhoods can only be purchased by, well, those who meet the age requirement. The pool of potential buyers is smaller. That can mean your home takes longer to sell or doesn't appreciate at the same rate as similar homes in all age neighborhoods. This doesn't mean it's a bad investment. It just means that you need to plan ahead and work with an agent who understands how to market 55-plus properties effectively. Timing, pricing, and presentation matter more than ever here. Now, this one's a real kicker. You might expect that moving into a 55-plus community means peace, harmony, and friendly neighborhoods. And honestly, in many cases, that's true. But sometimes the clubhouse can feel a bit like high school all over again. People have opinions, and they have opinions about everything, from how the landscaping is done to how loud the music was at last weekend's events. You'll hear debates about politics, community rules, even who's parking in the wrong spot. It's part of life when people are passionate and involved, but it can catch some newcomers off guard. My advice: keep perspective. Focus on the positives, the friendships, the activities, the opportunities to connect. And if you ever feel frustrated, remember, you're all there for the same reason: to enjoy life, not to argue over it. Now, let's talk about why people still love it. For all the challenges we've talked about, there's a reason these communities are booming. They offer connection, safety, simplicity. And for many, it's the first time in decades they've been able to focus on themselves again. When you're no longer juggling kids, commutes, or massive maintenance lists, you get your time and your peace back. Hi, I'm Susan Roberts with Homes by Roberts Realty, brokered by eXp. And as the only AI certified agent in the Indianapolis area, I help people just like you navigate this chapter with confidence. I've toured countless 55-plus communities across Hamilton and Boone County, and what I've learned is that choosing the right one isn't about amenities or floor plans. It's about finding a place that fits your lifestyle and future goals. Check out my free community options for downsizers. I'll put the link in the description below, so if you're thinking about downsizing or making the move to an active adult neighborhood, I can help you explore your options. From maintenance-free villas to luxury 55-plus developments with full social calendars. And remember, this isn't about settling down. It's about stepping into the next best season of your life. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out that other video I mentioned earlier. It's a great next step if you're serious about finding your perfect 55-plus community. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you on the other side of sold.